All right, welcome Twitch chat and YouTube to a Vintage League on a Wednesday night. We've got a special Jund deck here. This is Ian Marsh's Wet Jund deck with some suggested changes from Not Me. Gonna run it as is. I think Ian's playing another Dark Confidant and an Abrupt Decay, and I'm just gonna try out a Leovold and a Green Sun Zenith. Sounds exciting to me. There's a lot of ways you can build Jund, but it definitely makes sense to just be splashing the powerful blue cards, Ancestral Time Walk, and Leovold off of Green Sun Zenith plus blue cards. You have Deathrite Shaman, you have Sapphire, one fetch land, and you also have Ragavan treasure tokens, so it's kind of free. Well, at least theoretically kind of free. I guess we'll find out today. Taking a look at Ian's list here, we've got Wrenn 6 Wasteland package, we've got Deathrite Ragavans, removal, we've got an Unholy Heat, some Lightning Bolts, a pack of Assassin's Trophies, and an Abrupt Decay, as well as 2 Force of Vigor in the main deck, the best force that's ever been printed. Not really, but I'll just keep saying that. And then we got a set of creatures, some extra creatures here with Tarmogoyfs, Outland Liberator, which performed really well for us in Vintage Human, so I'm excited to try it out here. Endurance, Leovold, and some Bobs. I don't really know much about Jund besides the fact that it's not playing Force of Will, but that does get somewhat negated by the fact that you have Force of Vigor. But your combo matchups, I'm assuming, are not fantastic, which is why we have Endurance, Leovold, Oof, Opposition Agent, Traps. So yeah, I don't know. It looks interesting. It looks powerful enough. It probably can win some matches. And this seems like a reasonable metaphor. If money players are playing Golos and Bug, then I feel like this deck probably goes over the top of Bug. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. And it definitely has the tools to deal with Golos. So without further ado, we're gonna just jump right into Q. Thank you to Not Me or Ian for the list, Not Me for the card suggestions, and Brian Paris for the Loan of the Monkeys. It's still quite expensive to acquire monkeys on Magic the Gathering Online, but once legacy players get this card banned, then maybe it'll come back down to reasonable prices where we can try out some more monkey brews. All right, it wouldn't be a Wednesday night Vintage League without at least one battle versus the Power 9. So the last time we saw Justin, they were on, it was PO, right? PO Oath. So how do we feel about this hand versus PO Oath? Well, we really want Pyroblast, and we really want Force of Vigor. So I'm not a super big fan of this hand. It does have a trophy. It's just a little slow. But I think I don't know. Is this really what we want to be doing? Yeah, I don't know. Let's try it. We don't have that many cards that are super good, I would say. Like we have like what, 1 Pyroblast, 2 Vigors, an Oof. Probably not that much. A nice part about Oath and PO is it does somewhat give you a different game plan where are you just gonna play an Oath on turn 1? All right, well, I was gonna play a Ragavan, but now I'm not going to play a Ragavan. I actually don't have a Black Source, which I don't know if I thought through. But we can always dash this monkey to play around Oath, which is sweet. Do I want to just waste them here, though? Or do we want to be able to start monkeying as soon as possible? I think we want to be able to start monkeying as soon as possible. But I'm not sure. Again. Turn 1 Taiga Go. Only the most powerful vintage plays on I Am Actually Level 1 stream. That is for sure. I feel like there's a non-zero chance I want to have Lightning Bolt up, and that would be like if they draw Forbidden Orchard and want to cast Oko. Right? then they'll have a spirit that I want to kill before wasting their spirit. This also, you know, bluffs Pyroblast, so my opponent might not Merchant Scroll for an Ancestral, but they did anyways. All right, if they don't play a land, then I'm definitely going to Wasteland, so they can't Ancestral me. If they do play a land, then we don't care, and we'll just start this Ragavan train. There's definitely some upside to playing Tropical. I think there's also some upside to playing Taiga. They got an Ancestral. Do they have a land? Of course they have a land. All right. Mana Vault. Okay. And they're going to Ancestral on my turn to play around using my Mana Vault. Makes sense. All right, well, I guess we're going to get in with a Ragavan. I don't really know how I'm going to win this game. I would assume I'm just not going to, but maybe they drew 3 lands with their Ancestral Recall. Can't even hit Ancestral here. Ooh, a Brainstorm. A Brainstorm. That's exciting. I mean, I feel like we should. We do lose our black source. But... oh. With all the value. Okay. All right. Okay. We hit it. Okay. We hit a Force of Vigor. Okay. Yeah. Let's just put back 2 Wastelands, and then we're gonna draw another Wasteland anyways. Oh, I guess we have to discard a card. Well, we're never playing this Bob anyways, so. Well, I mean, we could actually play this Bob if we Vigor this. All right, we don't need a 3rd Wasteland. That's what we don't need. The classic, put 2 Wastelands back, discard a Wasteland. I don't really want to Vigor right away, because if my opponent goes for a PO, I want to be able to hit 2 PO targets. I believe that would make the most sense. Also, if my opponent tinkers into a Citadel, we'd like to be able to Vigor. Okay. I think I'm supposed to Vigor with this on the stack, though, so they can't get Force. I'm not sure. I think I want to hit Emerald Oath in case we go for Wasteland on Trop. But that's pretty bad against... I guess everything is bad against PO. Okay. Do they resolve? I mean, an Oath would also get picked up with PO, so it's kind of the same thing. I think going after mana doesn't do anything. Oh, they're... yeah. Brain Freeze. Interesting. I don't really know what like going after mana here would really do, so... we do have a Lightning Bolt to kill Narset, which is interesting. Yogg-Will? That's bad for me. Maybe I'll draw Endurance. Yogg-Will into Ancestral is pretty bad. Maybe. All right, I mean, we got rid of one of their forces, and we've got plays. I mean, they have enough mana that if I hit an off-color Moxen, it doesn't matter. If they had a Sapphire or an Opal, I would agree with you, but they don't. They have all kinds of off-color Moxen. So I think like being able to play Dark Confidant is pretty good. I think I think hitting Oath Emerald here makes the most sense. I don't really feel like it's super close either. All right. Well, we got their Mana Vault tapped. That does make hitting their Moxen more powerful. I think the first thing we do here is we just dash a Ragavan in and hit them and see what we hit. We also have, like Lightning Bolt on Narset. We have Wasteland. I don't know. I kind of don't think we want to Wasteland. I think I just want to dash this Ragavan. This only is hitting players. Yes, players. Okay. Attack P9. PO. Well, I'm really glad we stole their PO, because that would have been bad for Justin. So the question is, we can shuffle away a second Wasteland using this Wooded Foothills and keep our other thing and bolt their Narset. Or we could just waste their Black Source, so they can't Yogg-Will, and bolt their Narset with Lightning Bolt. I think I like. I guess I could get Dazed here, but again, I don't really suspect a Dazed deck out of an Oath deck, typically, though there are players who do that. All right, so we got rid of a PO. We got rid of their Black Source. So their hand is Yogg-Will and another card plus a spin with not enough mana to PO or Yogg-Will at the moment, so. They also take 1 damage from Mana Vault. See what they've got for us. Probe, they're down to 12. They know my hand. I get to F6. They don't know about our second Wasteland either, because it's hidden by the Brainstorm. And we discarded 1 Wasteland already, so. I do think if they pass this turn without playing a land, we're almost assuredly Wastelanding them again. Second Oath is great for me. Oh, wow, they had an Orchard. And we used our Lightning Bolt. That is so unfortunate. Yeah, it's probably game, right? It's a very unfortunate draw. Man. And they're even abrupt Assassin's Trophy proof because they had played a Second Oath. Second Oath looked really good for us until they played an Orchard, and then it was really, really bad for us. Maybe we can hit their 1 creature with Ragavan or something. Oh, right, we can't because they have a top. Yeah, this is not looking good. I guess what we're going to do is hold up Assassin's Trophy and trophy their creature. They are going to be at 1 or 9 if they have a Griselbrand, so I think that works out for me. Oh, I guess they get 2. No, they only get. I guess they could get 2 activations if they want. I think they only get 1 activation because of the way it doesn't go on the stack unless. No, they should both go on the stack. And then they could activate Orchard again, I believe. Yeah, so time to find out what their targets are. Oh, they misstacked this. They definitely want it. Oh, this is in draw step. Never mind. That doesn't matter. All right, first oath. It's a Griselbrand. I'm gonna let the second oath trigger go, and then I'm gonna hit this Griselbrand with an Assassin's Trophy. Black, green, no Griselbrands. They still have like Yogwill Ancestral, so I don't really know how much that matters, but I mean, we could Lightning Bolt and win this game theoretically. I feel like there are things that could technically happen that could let us win, but they all seem very narrow. That's true. If they hit actual nothing off the Griselbrand and the top, yeah. I mean, all they need is a Fluster, right? Or a Force. They found a Force, pitching Force. They found 2 Forces. They go to 1. So if they give me an Orchard, I have an Abrupt Decay I can draw. I still have 3 Assassin's Trophies I can draw. I can draw a Lightning Bolt. They're gonna Demonic Time Walk. Well, I'm gonna make them untap this Mana Vault correctly, I think. All right. It was not to be. Well, I think we played that game fair enough. I don't really hate the way I played this game. It was really like the combination of Second Oath and Orchard was pretty rough. Vigor seems great. Trap might be good. Opposition Agent is probably not the worst or the best. Pyroblast is probably reasonable. I mean, I definitely like it more than like creatures that sit on the ground. Um, hmm. Hmm. I don't know. They have Yogwill and Brain Freeze. I don't know. Brain Freeze just might be a normal like PO kill. I'm not really sure. Kind of think I just want to do this. This looks fine. It's like a little rough to play. Maybe it's still better to have like 2 of these in. Whatever. Let's just try this. This looks fine. I could probably take out Forest. So, what is our first play here? Is it Outland Liberator or is it Monkey? I want to buy you. It's gotta be Monkey, right? Well, it could be. I feel like it's probably a dashed Monkey. Up decay. Okay. I don't think there's any value in playing a normal monkey next turn, or that turn either. Like it's I feel like it's a lot for not a lot. This lets me play multiple spells this turn. Oh, of course, Ancestral. Wouldn't have it any other way. Still think I want to be dashing this monkey. Okay, I got Forced. Well, I think I'm just gonna Pyro this Force. Underground Sea. Yeah, I still don't think I'm supposed to play the other monkey. It's certainly interesting, but Brainstorm with Fetch, pretty good. 10 cards in hand. Not bad. This looks pretty hard to win. If your opponent resolves Ancestral, I'm not sure how Jund can beat that. You would have let Force resolve and played a monkey. Seems reasonable. I don't really like that though. There's like so much upside to hitting a Moxen off our opponent's top of the deck, and they should theoretically have a full set of more than a full set of Moxen. I don't really think I agree. Though I still kind of think I was supposed to play Outland Liberator on turn 1. I think the monkey play on the turn 1 was not great. If they have PO, we just lose. I don't know. I don't really like those lines. Maybe this is why I don't play fair decks, because you have to do crazy jump through hoops to play against real decks. But I don't know. Well, I don't know if this deck is vintage playable. Forgotten Orb. Let's not jump to too many conclusions. That's like, It's not really about having one or two monkeys. It's about hitting my opponent and trying to have their cards because their cards are better than my cards. I still think this monkey play on turn 1 is just garbage. I think we should have played Outland Liberator. But that's here and there, I guess. My opponent would have had to play Ancestral on their turn, you know? They have Lotus Petal in their deck? Interesting. Yep. Then why'd you let me board out Endurance if they're a Breach deck? I don't think they're a Breach deck. Not sure they're a Breach deck. Maybe they have a Breach. Look at that. Boom, another PO. That's how you beat PO. You hit him with a Ragavan. Just because they exiled Force of Will to Brain Freeze does not mean they're a Breach deck. I don't agree with that statement either. Y'all going crazy tonight. I've played Brain Freeze in PO. I've played Brain Freeze in PO without Breach. It's just it's a combo kill card that also pitches to Force. Yeah, so why do you want me to hold open Pyroblast if they're giving me POs to get rid of? I don't understand. No, it's just strictly better than Tendrils because it pitches the Force Slasher. All right. I think with 2 pieces of removal and I'm going to get a land here. Maybe this is a shit idea. It's a shit idea. I don't know. This might be a shit idea. Oh, I probably should have gotten a Taiga, seeing as this has to get an underground Z. Hmm. Well, time to find out if our spells are resolving. So I think what we do is we lead with Liberator. And if they force that, then we can trophy. But if I lead with trophy and they force it, we can't Liberator. So when's the last time you just Kazali Pride Mage someone, you know? Boom! Let's go! Outland Liberator, too broken. Another one? Another one. All right. So I think we want to dash a Ragavan to get them to use their top activation and then Assassin's Trophy them. I think. Yeah. But you think they're just not going to use their top? This also turns off Fluster because they're going to use their top. Also, I really don't feel like they should be keeping in Fluster versus me at all. But that's a different story, I guess. This makes it a 2-turn clock as well. All right, they're not going to spin. Wait, so yeah, I guess we do get beat by. No, they're going to spin. Yeah. This works out. They do get rid of a card, but whatever. They're 4. I guess they they're not gonna. I guess they could put a 4-second from the top if they're super smart, which they are. They're the power 9. But I mean, they could do that anyways, so don't think it changes too much. Though it does let them shuffle. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yogwill? I guess it doesn't do any. Well, huh. So that does leave me short on Outland Liberator and Activate, does it? I see. Oh, nice. Just resolves. If we sandbag a Lotus, that would be pretty sweet. All right, we got there. Also, they can't search on the Assassin's Trophy or we get our island. Wait, I think it's no matter what, right? How does this work? Would we just always get an island here? Is our Assassin's Trophy always getting us island? I don't know how that actually works with Assassin's Trophy. I feel like it does. It's a May. They can just choose no. Okay. All right. I don't think we want Endurance. We haven't seen Breach, though we have seen Petal. Yeah, I think it's just a value Brain Freeze. I don't think we want Endurance. So Opposition Agent was good there, though. It was a little on the risky side of things, but... All right. Again, another one. Another one. You are supposed to be able to see your opponent's hand, but this is Magic Online, so you can't. No, Slasher, you're wrong. Like, there just aren't decks that beat Golos anymore. Even if you play 4 Force of Vigor, Golos still wins. Pretty sure. Maybe I'm thinking about something else. I don't know. I can't remember. I thought there was something that was bugged on Magic Online where you're supposed to be able to see your opponent's hand, but you can't. Maybe it wasn't searching decks. It was something else, maybe. I don't know. There's something that's bugged on Magic Online where you're supposed to be able to see your opponent's hand, but you can't. I thought it was searching library, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. I thought how do I turn off card? Whatever. I want to turn off Cardboard Live for recognizing cards, but I don't remember how, or if I can actually. Because I already booted the bot, but they came back. Oh well. Do I keep this hand? Why don't I play Chains? Because Chains is not a very good Magic the Gathering card. This is probably not a keep, I would say. Mulligan this. Looks like a keep. Is Esper any good? What does that mean? Esper Tinker? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good deck. Oh my god, has had 3 games of Ancestrals in a row? We are not as powerful as this Justin, unfortunately. It's pretty impressive. It is pretty impressive. I'm not trapping that. I'm gonna try to Ancestral on their turn with trap. Oh, fuck off. Yes. Mansell Misstep, always there when you need it. Man, this is the 3rd Ancestral game, right? Or was there no Ancestral in game 1? Making Oath look good. No play. I guess they can just end step PO at all times here, huh? So I'm just kind of doomed. Doomed? Ah, they had Tutor Ancestral. Well, maybe I can draw a red source. I don't know. Pretty sure we're just doomed here. Did not draw a red source. Noted. Well, the nice part is if they PO, they're going to replay their Moxen, and then we'll turn on Mindbreak Trap, so. Yeah, I'm not really sure how Jund beats an Ancestral. I mean, we beat an Ancestral draw last game. Uh-oh. Are we just going to get Oathed instead? God bless. What are we supposed to do, guys? This is so stupid. I don't know, man. Maybe they'll have Misstep. Then I'll have Misstep, and then we'll turn on Mindbreak Trap. Or they'll just Hardcast Force. Why not? Yeah, just Heartcast Force. Well, all of our cards were shit, and all of the things we did were shit, and our deck is shit, and yeah, what can we say? Resolve more Ancestrals on turn 1. Nice. I really could have used a Pyroblast on my last turn. Maybe they have the Griselbrand in their hand. You never know. Could happen. Sphinxy. You don't have an answer to that card, right? Wait, how did I end up becoming the Deathrite Shaman player who doesn't have an answer to Sphinx? Ian? Ian? Oh my god. I've become my own worst enemy. Did you set me up for this? Did you set me up for this? God damn it. I've been had. I have no other plays, Ian. What do you want from me? Like, I don't think we're ever supposed to Ancestral until we can figure out a way to protect it after getting Ancestral on turn 1. And my opponent skillfully played around Mindbreak Trap for the entire game. I did not draw a red source before they played an Oath. They're not going to play a second spell. There's no more spells that matter. They've resolved Oath Orchard. Like, trying to be like, bait your opponent into making a bad play after they play around Mindbreak Trap for the entirety of the game is not a line I would take. I would much rather just Ancestral and hope they don't have a Force of Will than not make no play. I was put in a position to fail. All right, we're gonna try again here. Hopefully our opponent will cast less Ancestral Recalls. This hand does not cast spells. This hand casts spells. Okay, all right. I see you, hand. I see you. I'm thinking... Turn 1, Monkey. Turn 2, Lotus, whatever the best green hate piece we have. Wasteland them. We've got Collector Roof, Outland Liberator, and Leovold. In that case, we should actually probably play our Lotus on turn 1. Just in case they sphere us. Though they can't really sphere us because we played a Monkey on turn 1, so we should probably hold the Lotus. It's a Deathrite Shaman. It's quite unfortunate. Oh, it wasn't a Deathrite Shaman. Wow, we're lucky because Deathrite Shaman's pretty bad for us here. But no Deathrite Shaman is good for us as we're about to hit them with a Ragavan, get their Ancestral. Well, they're not going to get their Ancestral unless they shuffle off this Ponder. Yeah, I don't know why don't you just play more 1/2s in Legacy? Block the Ragavans. All right, Ragavan, show me your worth here. Hit me with your best shot. Collector Oof. Not the best hit, if I had to guess. I don't think I want to play this. I'm going to play Leovold. I don't think I want to play Collector Oof. My classic Jund deck. Just going to get my blue creature. I probably can get away with Flame Collector Oof. I don't think it's good, but I do think I want a Grizzly Bear. That turns off my mana. Well, I guess we're gonna go to game 2. So, this is how you win in Vintage Leagues. I see. Jundex, yes, Jundex. Leovold, impressive. All right, game 2. Op Agent looks good here. Do you bring in Pyroblast? I can't imagine they're very good. I guess they kill Leovold and Narset or whatever, but I always felt like that was kind of shite. I guess we don't need Vigors, so we can leave enough. I guess we want Needle, maybe? I don't really care. Yeah, killing Okos. Yeah, but all right, fine. How many you want to bring in, though? You bring in Needle, too? What are you taking out? What are you taking out? How do you take out so many Magic the Gathering cards? Yeah, true. We don't need Oof. I agree. What else don't we need? Do you take out Ragavan because they have blockers? Oh, true. I guess we don't need Liberators. True. Trim a Ragavan on the draw. 4 Pyroblast. Can kill all the Okos. GG easy. Every card in my deck is bad. I mean, they're no Seat of the Cyanod. That is true. Isn't Ragavan, like, not great against Bug? That was the impression that I was given. Oh, it's not Bug. Seat of the Cyanod is so bad, Slasher. Well, I boarded in 4 Pyroblasts, so no problem. I have a feeling we misboarded, though. It's literally blue do nothing, Slasher. Literally does nothing. It has no activated abilities. I think they're just Bant Archon. I don't think any plays we make in this game matter. I think we're dead. I do not, can I just concede? Like, is there any point to me playing this? There's no point, right? Like, even if I had answers, I'm just gonna lose to this library. Well, let me see if they do some kind of search, I guess. I don't think that's not gonna help me, though. I might just concede. This doesn't really feel winnable. Double Moxen, turn 1 Oko into library is not exactly a beatable draw. That's fucking rude. I don't really want to show them that I have opposition agent. My opponent already played a brainstorm into a Leovold. I feel like we can get them with an opposition agent. I don't really want to show them it. Kind of off it. Okay, so do we want this Ragavan back for Showa? And do we want a Needle? I don't want a Needle. I don't really want a Needle. I mean, we have plenty of answers to Sylvan Library. I'm okay with this. This hand sucks. Why not tutor for Pyroblast? I did not have a red source. I don't really think killing the Oko will matter by the time that I can cast the Pyroblast. So, Bolt sucks. Bolt is quite good against my opponent's deck, actually. But I do agree that that hand sucks. My opponent's playing Archon of Emeria, which I would very much like to bolt. This is pretty sweet hand because we have turn 1 Ragavan. If they play a Deathring Shaman, we can hit it with the Unholy Heat and then Wasteland them. Yeah, I mean, like I would love to tutor for Pyroblast last game if I could cast it. I think it's way too risky to get rid of a land here, Ian. I think it's way too risky to do that. Do I care about getting dazed? Can I feasibly play around getting dazed? Probably the weirdest vintage deck. Probably the one that I won the challenge with the, what do we call it? The one with Riddlesmith and Daredevil. The one that everyone got mad that I took the name. The Riddler. The Riddler. Probably the Riddler. All right, I'm gonna play this Dark Confidant. I ain't scared of no days. Oh, true. There is a video where I phase out for infinite amount of turns. You're right. That does sound like the weirdest deck I played. I did forget about that one. I did indeed forget about that one. I don't think I am forced to make these lines, but I do like these lines. How do you find that video? If you go to my YouTube page and you type in blues maybe Tuesday. You can also go to my Twitter and you can go to the pin tweet, and then in the pin tweet under top rogue no, not under top rogue brews, top gameplay, but no. Okay, it's not in the pin tweet. I fucking lied. God, I'm the worst. I'll find it later. What's happening? I got brainstormed and wastelanded, and they're gonna swords my Deathrage Shaman or my Dark Confidant. Go to the YouTube and you type in Tuesday, probably. Tuesday? Nope, not Tuesday. Turns. I did a lot of turns decks, actually. Oh, Bad Brews cured the Monday blues. Drinking game, taking no more turns. That's the one. All right, I've linked it in chat. Congratulations. This is the one. This is probably one of my best pieces of content ever. I got wasted that night. It was a good time. So check that out if you haven't checked that out. Check that out if you haven't already. Oh, Slasher beat me to it. A classic. All right, well, I've got Pyroblast and Opposition Agent up. I probably should have played the Forest. No, they don't know about the Forest. They know about Pyroblast. All right, cool. I mean, this Dark Confidant looks so good here. Ragavan cleared the way for Bob to succeed. I actually think Bob is quite good in Vintage right now. One of the biggest reasons is because no one is playing Walking Ballista anymore. Bob is quite good against all of the blue decks, which is really nice. Prismatic Ending. It is unfortunate. Someone said they had that, but I wasn't paying attention. Okay, yeah, you got a Prismatic Ending. What about a fetch land? Oh, a wasteland. You wouldn't wasteland me, would you? Well, I guess I'm going to flash in this opposition agent. I think I'm going to eat so that, well, I don't think I need to eat right away because I have Pyroblast for Treasure Cruise, and that would let me pay for Flusterstorm by leaving open mana. I mean, if they're going to do nothing, then we do get to eat. Sweet. Bant Archon. What a deck. I don't have a high opinion of Bant Archon, though it does put up like reasonable numbers in small quantities. Kind of hard to tell if it's actually any good. Because it's just such small quantities, but I'm not a fan. All right, my opponent has had enough. Jund scores its first victory. Less. All right, here we are. Boom. Round 3. We got Radagast. I once again have a hand with a Strip Mine and a bunch of colorful spells. But this hand's nice. Sure. Everyone always wanted a monkey and a shaman, you know? I don't know. I was on Twitter. I can give you a link if you want it. This was the link. You can go check it out if you want. Oh. Boom. All right. Verdant Catacombs. Tropical Island? Underground Sea. Tropical Island. Radagast? Deathrite Shaman. Well, I don't really want to give him a fetch land, so I think I'm just going to play Bayou Deathrite Shaman of my own. This does give them one turn to ramp with their Deathrite Shaman, but it probably also gives me a turn to ramp with my Deathrite Shaman. So if they were to go something like land Oko, we could then fetch, blast, and dash a Ragavan. So there's a lot of upside. I think as sooner I get a Deathrite Shaman in play why can't I words? I'm looking for a word that means, I don't know, deny his Deathrite Shaman their Deathrite Shaman activations. I didn't really want to say neuter though. I feel like that neutralize. I'm looking for neutralize, maybe. I don't know. Negate? Yeah, all of those work. Assassin's Trophy, my shaman. That is a bold line. I can't say I saw that coming. But I have a forest, so that's nice. They have no follow-up land? Well. Oh, wow. I think I want to just Unholy Heat the shaman then. So I'm going to go Ragavan and then Unholy Heat. Well, I guess they could have a forest, but I think that's fine. Yeah. Forced Ragavan. But they don't get a... Oh, they do get a land this way. Yeah, I mean, we probably would have had our Unholy Heat forced. Maybe this worse. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, they were always going to get a Foothills. They drew a top deck Forest, and they're going to play a 3-drop. That was bad for me. Note, it was bad for me. But now my Pyroblast should resolve, so that's good for me. Boom! Wasteland is like not great. I think I just Hmm. I think I'm just gonna play a Wasteland and hold it, and then I'll Unholy Heat this, and then I'll Wasteland. I mean, this also keeps them off of 3 because there's no there's no lands in the yard. Second Shaman. No. All right, so they have 1 card in hand, and we're about to kill their Deathrite Shaman and waste their 2 lands, and then Green Sun Zenith. So we could also choose to Unholy Heat their Deathrite Shaman, and then Green Sun Zenith for 3 instead of killing their 2 lands, so that we can get Leo. Yeah, I think I should do that. Well, I could get Dazed. I don't think they have a Daze. If I double waste, though, I can only get Tarmogoyf, but that's fine, I guess. I guess I could get Gushed right there, possibly, but it's not really likely they have a Gush in their deck. I think hitting mana is slightly better than playing a Leo, or probably a lot better than playing a Leo, because they're not going to have lands to play spells here. Like, I definitely want to draw a land and play Leo, but I also just getting a... That's pretty reasonable. Kind of probably their best possible draw, I would assume. Maybe I'm supposed to play Dark Confidant and just hold this Zenith then? And then maybe I could... it's really unfortunate because they're going to be back at 2 or 3 mana this turn. I think I'm just supposed to play Bob. This draw was really good. Third Deathrite Shaman was probably the best thing they could hit off of Probe, as it gives them access to 2 or 3 mana and lets them play whatever their last card is. I don't know why, but I feel like it's an Assassin's Trophy, but I guess it's not because they're not using it right away. It must be a Force then, right? Oh wow, Time Walk is a solid one. Pretty sure I'm attacking with this Bob. They might trade it away, but I think that would be okay with me. It would give them 2 lands, and we wouldn't be pressured by our life total. Am I supposed to Time Walk? I don't think so. I think I'm supposed to Green Sun Zenith. I guess I can get Flustered here. That could be a card that they held. It could definitely be a Fluster. Which makes me think we should Time Walk instead. Yeah, I think walking into a Fluster here would be ill-advised. Perfect. Land as well, maybe? Perfect. Vault this. So I guess the follow-up question then becomes, do we run into a Fluster now? Oh no, we don't have to run into a Fluster now because we took away their Black Source. Perfect. What? Okay, so their last card was Mental Misstep. But why would you activate then? Doesn't make any sense. You could have just seen if Mental Misstep resolved first. So there's another thing I can do, which is Endurance. I don't think that's good. Does Leofold clock fast enough is a problem that I'm thinking about as well. Could also go for Tarmogoyf here. I'm a little worried about our Bob killing us. I'm not 100% sure Leo is correct. Where the what? Where the what? Okay, well, found a removal for this Deathray Shaman. And our own Deathray Shaman. So the problem with hitting this, they don't have a second basic. There's no problem with hitting this. What am I talking about? Oh, they're just gonna play an endurance then? That is problematic, as I can't attack into it. That's why I was thinking about Tarmogoyf. Well, I guess this is pretty good against Tarmogoyf. Well, Tarmogoyf would still be the same size, or maybe one less, depending on who they targeted. Okay, so this should die. They shouldn't have a second basic, and we get to play our own Deathrite, so we shouldn't die. Oh, they didn't put anyone's in the yard? That's insanity. Why would you not put at least mine in the yard so they don't think I have crews? I guess that's fair. I don't have crews. I don't think we want to kill our Bob off now, because I have a Deathrite Shaman, which is like 6, 7, 6, 8, 10 health or something. Oh, it draws with Leovold if it targets me. Fair. And they didn't want to target themselves because of Tarmogoyf and cruises and stuff, even though we have a Leovold. So, it makes sense. Makes sense. Can't wasteland me or I draw a card. Another Bolt. Ooh. And a Vigor. Okay. I think I just hold everything up. I don't really see any reason to attack here. They can't attack me. I'm going to be draining them, bolting them. Nope, I have a Leovold. You can look, though, but you can't touch. The moistest Jund you've ever seen. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to drain. Well, I guess if I hit force. I feel like it doesn't matter too much, but. Oh, we don't have Force of Will in our deck. Okay, I probably was supposed to drain them then. It's okay, we have more shamans coming. Yeah, I was probably supposed to drain them then. And we have 2 black sources too. I'd love to see it. I kind of forgot we didn't have Force of Will in our deck, to be perfectly honest with you. All right. Bob has been so good. Card's nuts. Why'd I cut one? All right, Bug Mirror. We brought in Blastums, Op Agent, and Needle, and we took out Liberator, Oof, Force of Vigor, and 1 Monkey on the draw. Submit. Shimit. Oh. How's chat doing? How's Wombo Combo? Has anyone asked how's Wombo Combo recently? Everyone always asks why Wombo Combo, but never is how is Wombo Combo. All right. I mean, Misstep is a nice one. Renin 6 is a nice one. Pretty down for this hand. Anyone help you with a ruling? If you target a food and another artifact with vigor, it will still resolve killing as many targets as it can. Yes. Because it has 2 targets. It will try to do as much as it can. Uh-oh. Black Lotus. Uh-oh. Impulse. Fail to find. I don't miss that. I'm actually pretty low on Narset in the current metagame for most decks. I think the card is just not like there's a lot of creatures running around. It's kind of weird. Even the Tinker decks have a bunch of creatures in them. Fetch, you say? Interesting they would fetch before activating their Narset again. Shuffling back the cards that were not hits. A bold play, a bold play. How about this time? How is your impulse this time? Assassin's Trophy. Now that's a pretty good one. All right, chat. What do we run into this Assassin's Trophy? Maybe I feel like I don't want my Renin 6 killed. We theoretically could just play Demonic Tutor and not worry about getting Assassin's Trophy. But I think in the end, Demonic Tutor will probably be Ancestral Recall or Strip Mine. I think our Demonic Tutors will eventually be Strip Mine or Ancestral. To either, like, we can either ping or attack this Narset and then Ancestral, or we can just Strip Mine lock our opponent. I think it's likely this becomes a Strip Mine, which means I don't want to play this Renin 6, which means I think I just play the Tarmogoyf. If they want to Assassin's Trophy my Tarmogoyf, I'm like super fine with it. We'll go get our forests and maybe be in a decent spot to go for like Renin 6 on the next turn. And then I think Demonic for Strip Mine makes the most sense. Okay, Assassin's Trophy. Oh, they have an Abrupt Decay as well. Okay. Noted. Noted. No Oko follow-up. It's good for the home team. Ruby. I really don't want my Renin 6 getting trophied, though. What does a guy to do? What is a guy to do? I guess they could also have Endurance. So maybe the play is Renin 6, ping the Narset, and hold open Assassin's Trophy. I think that's my favorite line that I've come up with. I don't think Monkey is where we want to be. I think I'm going to ping this Narset, which leaves me the ability to Demonic for Ancestral. And then if they end of turn have an endurance, I can just decay it or trophy it. And if they decay it, if they trophy it, then that's also fine. Because now our backup plan is we can DT for Monkey or for Ancestral, and it's fine. They're at 3 cards and we're at 4 cards, and I feel like, well, I should definitely not crack now. I should crack when I can decay an opposition agent. Now, another Bayou, or I guess a blue source. Do I really want to fetch my blue source right now? Well, if I want a demonic for Ancestral, I want to fetch my blue source right now. I don't have to demonic for Ancestral. I could Green Sun for Leo, Endurance, Tarmogoyf. I can DT for Ancestral. DT for Ragavan. DT for Bob. A lot of choices here. I think I like Green Sun for... I don't think they have... am I really worried about opposition agent? I feel like if they had an opposition agent, they would have done it in response to my crack, right? I don't think it's worth playing around opposition agent. DT for Bob plays around it, though. It's probably our... I mean, also DT for Ancestral plays around it. I guess they technically could have a Hull Breacher, yeah. I think it's reasonable to fetch second black and just hold on to the Trop and get Bob. Really don't hate this line. Okay, well, that's certainly part of a problem. So the best thing to play around another trophy was, I guess, Green Sun for Leo. Okay, I really think they just have... Maybe they have Force now? I think I'm gonna just... Yeah, I think I just want to play this Deathrite out and see if they have any responses, and then... I mean, if I get dazed at this point, whatever, I get dazed at this point. It's fine. All right, Hardcast Force. So they're at 1 card. We have an active Deathrite Shaman, 2 removal spells, and a Mental Misstep. I mean, barring like a Treasure Cruise top deck, I think we're okay. Okay. I don't get to stop a Treasure Cruise by activating early, so I'll just wait. Waiting does play into like Endurance or something. Oh wow, do they even have fetchables left? Another Trop maybe? They really don't have very many lands left here. Why not cast Green Sun Zenith first? Because I think there's a non-zero chance that my Deathrite Shaman gets Force of Willed. And I would rather the Deathrite Shaman get Force of Willed than the Green Sun Zenith. I don't think it's worth playing like around Daze there. I think it's worth trying to bait a Force of Will. I think there's like a non-zero chance you're supposed to Force of Will Deathrite Shaman. I don't know if it's a high enough chance, but I think it's like a non-zero chance. Like, Deathrite Shaman on an empty board is, like, very good. And there's no guarantee I have another follow-up. They might... okay. That's really unfortunate for them. Gotta play that first, friend. I can't actually get them off of blue. I'm a little bit away from getting them off of black. If I hadn't used my Assassin's Trophy, if I had, instead of using my Assassin's Trophy, if I had Abrupt Decayed Oko and then Wasteland double trophied their black sources, I feel like that's not a great plan. But it's a plan. All right, they're done. Okay, I don't know. Play that okay, I think, but I like the lines we took. I think the lines we took played around a lot of different things. My opponent didn't have anything, but the thought process of playing around the different things was nice. All right, here we are. Round 4, Vintage League. I have an Ancestral. I click the keep button. Okay, Volcanic Island. That's a new one. We haven't played against any Volcanic Islands tonight. Top off that Preordain. Carl. Not a fan. Well, sucks to suck. I don't really feel like there's a good place to resolve Ancestral right now. So what I'm going to do is just play Bayou Deathrite Shaman. I guess this is going to get, that opens me up to getting Swords, which I guess is worse for me. I don't know. It doesn't feel like correct to Ancestral on my turn because I'll overdraw. It doesn't really feel right to wait till their turn to Ancestral because then it opens me up to Flusterstorm, Swords to Plowshares, or Flusterstorm, Pyroblast. So I feel like deploying the Deathrite Shaman makes the most sense. Jeskai is going to be miserable? Doesn't feel like it should be miserable. Kind of seems reasonable, to, actually, from what I've seen. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, they don't have a second land. Wait, they topped off Preordain but didn't have a second land? They must have topped a Force then. They must have topped a Force then. So we can probably bait... We can probably bait a Force with Sapphire and... I don't want to play into Negation, though. I don't want to play into Negation, though. It's a Wet Jund. It's Wet Jund. Maybe we're just supposed to go Collector Roof to bait the Force, and then Ancestral. Playing into Negation is so lame, though. Decaying the Mox sounds worse than playing Collector Roof, to be honest. So... I think I'm just gonna go Collector Roof. Yeah, I'm aware I cannot play my Mox unless I kill the Lavinia. Yes, I'm aware. I could have decayed Lavinia and gone Sapphire Collector Roof, but this lets me bait a Force of Will and then cast my own Ancestral. I think it's better. Yeah, I mean, I outplayed the shit out of them. What can I say? I'm basically a genius. They drew a top deck island, okay. So I do think in this circumstance we may Decay Lavinia, play Sapphire, play Leovold. Yeah, it's like basically free. You gotta play the moist part of Jund. If your Jund isn't moist, why are you even Junding? Oh wait, what? Emerald Lavinia? Is it Pio? Is it Breach? Huh. It makes me not want to cast Abrupt Decay. If they just like PO for 3, I'll be pretty upset. I guess I could respond in Trophy. It's so bad though. What I really want to do is Decay Lavinia and go Sapphire Leovold, I think. I'm like pretty scared of PO now though. I want to play Leo this turn though. How likely are we to get Pyroblasted? All right, time to find out. Yeah, Red Elemental Blasted. Okay, so they have Red Elemental Blast, Lavinia, and an Emerald? Red Elemental Blast signals they're not PO. Because that would be a dead card off of Citadel. So you wouldn't play Red Elemental Blast. Okay, I mean, I tried to stop that, but I failed. They gonna Lightning Bolt Deathray? Are they gonna hold it? What's the plan, Stan? Should I Assassin's Trophy this Volcanic Island? They started the tap, which makes me think that they have Lightning Bolt. The downside is if they Lightning Bolt my Deathrite Shaman, I don't get to act. Okay, they didn't have anything. There's a second basic? Why? Why? I could not. I would not bet on that one. 2 basics in their Cruise Emeralds Grixis. Wild to me. Hey. Well, we didn't get our Ragavan lightning bolted, so that's always nice, right? I mean, I probably cut them off of red, so that's also good. Well, I guess we just got rid of a Misty, so we might have cut them off of red. Time Walk. Okay. Strip Mine? 2 basics Grixis Strip Mine Emerald deck? I probably shouldn't do this, but I want to F6. 2 basics Grixis Strip Mine Emerald Lavinia. There was a Lavinia. How? How was there a Lavinia? Hardcast Force, I assume. I couldn't keep them off of that with Trophy, so... No, we don't have any Okos in our deck, and we don't have any Dreadhorde Arcadists in our deck. We are a Jund deck. Wouldn't have even cast Monkey. I don't know. Maybe. Shall we take them off of their Lavinia mana? They're gonna come around and like Oath. Yeah, Oath. That's what I was thinking. I have no idea what's happening. I have no clue. What is happening? Oh, I guess they can dig through time now. That's pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I guess they could have done that anyways. Yeah, I don't know, but that might get them their 3rd island, not me. I don't know if we can do that. I might do that, though. Like, what's the best permanent they could play anyways? Tinker? Uh-oh. End of turn Vamp. Alright, so we definitely let that resolve, and then Assassin's Trophy, this Underground Sea. And then if it's a black card, they can't cast it. If it's a Ancestral, which is probably an Ancestral, maybe they'll accidentally get a Mountain. This is a May, so they don't have to search. Doesn't look like they searched. Okay, so we're getting tinkered, and I should not have Assassin's Trophied? Dope. Okay, my opponent's fucking Red Elemental Blast deck is also a Tinker deck. Why didn't I see that coming? I guess I couldn't have Assassin's Trophied anyways. Alright, fine. So we can draw... Time Walk Bolt, I guess? Why, we didn't learn anything. We had no choice. We were dead. What do you want me to do? Like, I had no counterplay. Yeah, we can draw Time Walk Lightning Bolt. That's what we can draw. Unreal. After they gain 6, I don't think there's anything we can draw. Alright, not my fucking deck list. I know I don't have an answer to Sphinx. You can blame Ian. Okay, so my opponent has 2 basics. They're Grixis. They're also Strip Mine. They're also Tinker, and they're also Lavinia off of Mox Pearl. Fantastic. A+. Yes, our we simply don't let them resolve their spells with our Force of Wills, right, Ian? That argument works a lot better when you're Bug and you have 4 Fluster, 4 Force, 2 Negation. Doesn't really work when you're a 4 Pyroblast deck / 1 Pyroblast deck. Don't buy it. Not acceptable. Does not pass the test. We've lost to Sphinx twice on this stream, Ian. We've only played 4 rounds. What do you want from me? Do not plain Swords to Plowshares me. I will come. This is ridiculous. I got misstepped off the top. I don't know if I can play Magic the Gathering. It's too hard. Might not be the right game for me. I gotta switch to like I don't know, Minecraft or something. Tinker, Sphinx. I'm never playing a not forceable deck ever again. They're even gonna not Ancestral so that we can Pyroblast it. It's incredible. It's a good play. What a great play. Now I can Pyroblast their Ancestral. Oh, you fucked up. Wait, no, it doesn't matter. Never mind. So what is this deck? Just a Tinker deck with no Saga and many colors? Excuse me? It's Breach. It's got to be Breach then. 4-color Breach. Must be 1 Underground Sea, 2 or 3, 2 Tundra, 3 Volks, probably. And 2 Islands, and a Strip Mine. There can't be any Sagas then, right? Must be no Sagas. Huh. I mean, I can play that theoretically. Yeah, I kind of feel like they do have a Mystic Sanctuary. Hmm. Well, we're getting our ass kicked, so that's fun. Ooh, unfortunate for them, they drew their Sapphire here. Gotta put that in the yard to get Delirium. They only have 4 cards in hand, though. Oh, yeah, yeah. Put the ruby in the graveyard. We flying now. Nothing quite like the Tundra Underground Sea Volcanic Expressive Iteration deck either. This is a Kane deck if I've ever seen one. Soul Ring? Yeah. I think I've played this deck before. I don't know why. It just feels like it feels really weird because it's like so far removed from the current metagame. But there was definitely a point in time where like Kane and Dinglis and everyone was playing 4-color Tinker, 4-color Tinker things with just all cards and no downsides, I guess. Well, that's the thing, is it did end up being bad, and everyone stopped playing it because it was bad. Not that bad. Like, it's still an ancestral deck. I don't think I'm supposed to hit this with an opposition agent. I think that would be too much. Or not enough. I think I need to hit something better, like this. I don't want them to respond with a dig or something to turn off this mana source. Yeah, I mean, whatever. They daze me, they daze me. Ooh, resolved. Do I get a vamp? Lol. Nah, why would I? I mean, that's asking for a lot, don't you think? I guess you get a vamp. Well, we certainly did nothing to stop our opponent from murdering us with broken blue cards, so it's probably on us. I assume they put a Tinker on top, and they're going to preordain into Tinker, and then Tinker a Sphinx. However, maybe they're going for Breach, which we have some answers for, you know? Yeah, it's a good one. It's not bad. Not a bad one. Man, that's how you know Jun's a good deck. Loses to 4-color Tinker Breach. Damn. I have to assume they each went for Tinker, but maybe they went for Breach. Oh. Guess they went for Breach. Well, we have some answers. That's always nice. Demonic in the yard. All right, so we hit. They milled over Black Lotus, so they actually have two things that find Brain Freeze. So I think the plan is actually just to let them cast a tutor and then go for Force Vigor and then go for Assassin's Trophy. Or go for Assassin's Trophy. Assassin's Trophy. The problem is then they get to do a bunch of ancestral things in response. So I think what I'll do is I'll take their ancestral and then I'll go Vigor Trophy in response to the first spell. I mean, I still think we're gonna lose, but what am I gonna do? I guess they could have 2 breaches in their deck. They should probably cast Lotus for. Oh, they just have fucking Tinker still. Okay, well. All right, whatever, man. Well, maybe they'll get not Sphinx. The problem is if I Vigor now, they'll probably just get Sphinx. Or I guess they're just gonna get 2 Sphinxes. All right. I mean, yeah, whatever. Who cares? We played Jund. They played blue cards, and it wasn't close. All right, here we are, round 5. Can we get our play points? Oh no, it's Shockwave. Are they going to Doomsday us? Survey says. All right, are we dead? Oh, we didn't die. Maybe they'll play Bug for us instead of Doomsday. That'd be fun. It's really kind of unfortunate that I didn't lead with Ragavan, but I thought it would be better to lead with Deathrite Shaman so that I could go 2-drop plus Ragavan. But I guess that was probably a dumb idea. Guess we just play Bard Confidant. How do we beat Doomsday? We don't. We just lose. We flip over and die. What was the card I just named? I have no idea. It's in Midnight Hunt. It's 2 damage, or kill a creature, take 2 damage. Reeve's Soul? Something? Infernal Grasp. That's the one. That's the one. Maybe I was supposed to play Ragavan on turn 1. It didn't really feel like I was, but I could have just been... Could have been a dumb play on my part. If I'd played a Ragavan on turn 1, then I could have attacked, got a treasure, and played a Wrenn and 6 and got back my land. So maybe I just misplayed. I don't know. All right, time to find out. Are we dead? Underground Sea. Oh, Vampiric Tutor. Oh, cool. We're dead. Sweet. I mean, at least the league ends really quickly now. That's good. Dark Ritual, Doomsday, Cantrip, dead. Well, we tried our best. It just wasn't good enough. Nothing I do is good enough to play against Doomsday, though, so... It do be like that. Yeah. Probably can concede here, but I guess there's a theoretical world where they have no cantrip in their hand. I would like to live in that world, but alas, it was not to be. Oh god. MTG Twitter starting drama again? Oh no. Oh look, we died on the same turn. No one could have seen this coming. If you enjoy watching me die to Doomsday, I put out a video yesterday of me playing the Vintage Challenge, playing some Saga Oath. It's a good time. I highly recommend. All right, well, we have some Mindbreak Traps, and we have some Opposition Agents, and we have some Pyroblasts, and we have some Surgical Extractions. Try to hit their Underground Sea. Vigor, no. Endurance, yes. Leovold, yes. Trophies and Decays, no. Liberator, no. Lightning Bolt, Pyroblast, Unholy Heat, no. I feel like we might be able to keep Lightning Bolt into clock. Go like this. Seems reasonable. Yeah, it was a fun video. It was a fun time. Okay, I accept. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey breaks out of the zoo and smacks you in the face and takes your treasure. Ooh, it's a free. Okay, so their hand is only Fluster. There's still Flusters in their deck. Interesting. Flusters. Okay. That's beatable. That's beatable. That's a beatable hand. I don't think we need a Renin 6. This is a beatable hand. This is beatable. Beatable. Okay, a crack. Are they going to get an island? They did get an island. Smart magician. Okay, all right. Top. That can't be good for the home team. Are they protecting themselves from Ragavan? We could subvert expectations by not playing Ragavan, and then they kept a card on top that they didn't want. Fucking 5-head thinking. We're just on the next level. What can I say? I think a Tarmogoyf is better than a Collector Roof. Is it better than a Collector Roof? Yeah, because then I can go Ragavan Leovold next turn. The only way it's better... Well, they're gonna Time Walk. Okay, I think a Collector Roof is better. Well, my opponent can use Black Lotus and kill me. Whereas if I Collector Roof them, they might not be able to use Black Lotus and kill me. It's a little bit of here, a little bit of there, you know? Alright. I've decided it's Collector Roof, but I'm not 100% sure either. If they didn't have a Time Walk in their hand... Oh my god, they have Island? Okay, yeah, alright. Well, those don't cast Doomsday, so, you know? Maybe I next leveled myself. Maybe they didn't think about Ragavan hitting them. Yeah, yeah. Indeed. A preordain. Very ordained of you. Top, bottom, fetch. Underground Sea. Ritual Doomsday. Duress. Look, Ma, no hand. But I do have a Leovold coming. Actually, I might Wasteland them. I don't know. Hard to say, actually. Probably supposed to Wasteland them. Yeah. Nice preordains. Yeah, we have 4 Pyroblasts in our deck. Now I'm gonna play Leovold. Why do I still have Forest in my deck? Should cut that shit. Did you draw Force of Will off your Ancestral Recall? Of course you did. Had a Force of Negation as well. Okay, so they need a Dark Ritual to cast Doomsday. 3 unknowns. I guess they could also just draw Demonic Consultation as well. I think I like Leovold here because it stops me from dying a lot of the times off of normal Doomsdays. It lets me get a red source so that next turn I can go Ragavan Wasteland. I think it's a little bit strong. If my opponent had not cast Ancestral Recall, I think I would have Wastelanded because my opponent would be less likely to have another black source. But because they Ancestral, they're like pretty likely to have another black source. It turned out they just were likely to have a bunch of forces. But I mean, I think Wastelanding them after they Ancestral and they just have another fetch land, it kind of makes the Wasteland not that good. So I think I liked Leovold there. I think that makes sense to me. Well, we don't know that they had a force. It's actually kind of it's not super likely they had a force. All right, they do draw Dark Ritual and cast Doomsday. They do have Flusterstorm up, and they have 2 unknowns. If one of their 2 unknowns is a cantrip, they win the game. No, they don't win the game though because we have a Collector Roof. Unless there's some kind of Discover End pile that I can't think of. I guess if there's a Time Walk pile. No, but the Time Walk is in their yard. So I don't think we die. I think we get a turn. And they know we have a Wasteland, but they don't know we have a Lightning Bolt. They know we have like Wasteland, Ragavan, Forest, I believe. I believe they don't know about Lightning Bolt is the only card they don't know about. Opinion on Helm of Awakening in PO. You don't really want to give your opponent things that make their cards cost less. That's typically what you don't want to do. They go to 6, which means we could theoretically draw Red Source, I guess. It doesn't really work that way, though, because they have a Fluster up. Yeah, looks pretty bad for me. They also have to play around me taking their top card with Ragavan. They have to play around a lot of things here, because I don't believe that there should be too many ways they can win the game right now. I can't think of one. So they have to play around Wasteland, damage, and Ragavan. Ragavan being damage and taking the top card of their library. So, I mean, there's definitely a feasible chance that my opponent does not figure out the ideal pile and dies. It's not Discover End, so... I mean, Shockwave's got pretty good at Doomsday at this point, but none of us are Discover End. So we saw that they put an Ancestral in the pile, and that's all we really know. I mean, I could... Ooh, sorry. I could go into this... I can go and figure out exactly the 9 cards that they have, but I don't really feel like doing that. So, I mean, we can't use our treasure because it's locked down by Collector Roof, so don't get too hypey off that one. All right, I don't think we have very much of a choice. I think we just have to put Ragavan on the stack and attack. Because I don't think it changes very much if we were to Lightning Bolt them. Yep, taking top card probably helps them, but we'll see if they built their pile correctly. They did build their pile correctly. I can't cycle this, right? So, yeah, I mean, we lose, but that is kind of the downside of Collector Roof, right? It turned off my Ragavan. Attack and bolt them in upkeep. That would have played around specifically Street Wraith, yeah. I mean, we could have not attacked with Ragavan and done it, but no, they built a good pile. I actually think we probably... No, because if we... Yeah, we would have been able to pay for Fluster. Wait, what? Why would you not just cast... I mean, I'm still dead because they have Flusterstorm backup. I guess they're just playing with their food. What if I had 2 bolts? They have Flusterstorm. We know that their hand contains a Flusterstorm, so... Yeah, so we might have won this game if I had chosen not to play Ragavan. If I had just Wastelanded and gone to their turn and bolted them in the upkeep. I didn't think about a Street Wraith as their top card, because they actually would not have been able to Street Wraith into the Ancestral. So if I had actually looked at their entire graveyard and determined that there was, in fact... I guess there were 2 Street Wraiths missing. Could have boarded one out. Then maybe I could have won this game if I had just tried a little harder. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, I actually do think that it's possible I would have won this game if I had tried a little harder. And just did the math, figured out exactly what their 9 cards were. Yeah, no, that doesn't ever work, Pinkster, because we have a Flusterstorm. They have a Flusterstorm, so it doesn't ever work. The only alternative line was attack with Collector Roof, bolt them in the upkeep with being able to pay for Flusterstorm. Yeah, I think we should win that game if I played better, but I was lazy and it's a league, and so I killed myself that way, which is interesting. But then we would have gotten killed on the play on turn 1 in game 3, so no worries, no worries, no worries. All right, well, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. This was a 5-match set with Jund. I think this deck is not very good. If your opponents are all on Golos and Bug, then maybe it's playable. But if your opponent is playing an unfair blue deck or like literally just has Ancestral Recall in their opening hand, you basically can't win. You just don't have enough power level. Yeah, that's all I have to say, really. Force of Vigor does not make up for not being a blue deck in Vintage, but it is obviously still very strong. And that's kind of it. So thanks for watching. Definitely thanks for the interesting list from Ian. I'll have to go try something else next time.